has awakened.
Stephen King's Kingdom Hospital, ABC Wednesday, 10/9 Central.
Before you go to bed tonight, news you can't miss. New at 11, fierce winds and rain are to blame for several deaths so far after a water taxi capsizes in Baltimore. And thinking of upgrading your cell phone service? Before you do, we've uncovered a possible catch that you'll want to know about. And running on empty, only 12 hours left, these local men have vowed to run on a treadmill for 24 hours straight, and wait until you see why. These stories and your 5-day forecast coming up in just 30 seconds.
News Channel 5 broke the story. Pumps charging you money before any gas reaches your tank.
A list of more than 75 gasoline stations that are having problems with pump jumping.
A 5 on Your Side investigation that's triggering action, getting problem pumps shut down, and county auditors launching their own probe.
And I'm glad that you're doing this story, glad that we've got these complaints.
We're on your side, buddy.
I know you are.
Watching out for you, getting results. News Channel 5, always on your side.
I'm glad you got them.
Dodge does trucks like nobody else. During Dodge Truck Month, you can grab the 500 horsepower SRT-10, the Hemi-powered Ram 1500, and the Ram Heavy Duty with re-engineered Cummins 600 Turbo Diesel. Now with some of our best deals, like up to $3,500 cash allowance or 0% financing, plus an additional $1,000 Truck Month bonus on select Rams. And grab our 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. Powerful trucks, powerful offers. Only during Dodge Truck Month. Hit it!
Live from 5 on your side, this is WEWS, News Channel 5 at 11.
If you are wishing you could pinch pennies at the gas pump, you are not alone. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leon Vitt.
And I'm Lorna Barrett. Thanks for joining us. Tonight it appears those soaring prices may not stop anytime soon.
Well, nothing gets people more riled up than the gas prices rising as quickly as they have been since the beginning of the year. And when it hits people in the pocket, they really notice it. And it's unfortunate for the economy if it stays this way. And it looks like it's going to get worse before it gets better.
But as News Channel 5's Alicia Ciccolone tells us, there is some relief. New at 11, some cars are being made with high gas prices in mind.
Even though we've seen these prices at the pump for so long, it's still shocking, especially for our wallets.
Outrageous. All it does is seem to keep going up. It's like we need a break. The economy's supposed to be doing better, but it seems like the gas prices keep going up. We're going backwards instead of forwards.
Mark dreads going to the pump. He spends over $30 a week, so that's why he's on the hunt for a more fuel-efficient car at the auto show. The good news is there are some out there.
Well, the Ford Focus just a couple of short years ago was actually the Motor Trend Car of the Year. Ford had a great launch of that vehicle. It covers a lot because it comes in a sedan and a wagon. Honda Accord's been the #1 selling car, back and forth with the Ford Taurus for a few years now in this country. Consumers like it because, again, it offers a lot. It's a good, reliable vehicle, not a large vehicle, and it is a car, but great fuel economy. You could take a look at a Hyundai because it's a great entry-level vehicle, and if they're just starting out, perhaps their budget's a little less than some others, great fuel economy too. Today, with technology, automakers can really get great fuel economy in larger vehicles, such as the Chevy Equinox.
And now on to the biggest money saver, the hybrid. This half gas, half electric creation gets actually double the gas mileage of a standard engine car.
The car is designed to know when to conserve gas and switch back and forth between the combustion engine and the electric motor. Right now, only Honda, Lexus, Toyota, and Ford are making the hybrid, and that's exactly what the Evans family wants.
We're looking at a vehicle that gets a little bit better than what we have right now. We have a Ford Explorer, and it doesn't do so well.
Well, the Greater Cleveland Auto Dealers Association suggests that you shop around for gas like you would a car. Don't stop until you find the price that you're looking for. And Leon, with prices hovering around $1.75 in most places, that is not a bad idea. Reporting live in Cleveland, Alicia Ciccolone, News Channel 5.
You are right indeed. Not a bad idea to shop around. Alicia Ciccolone, thank you very much. Also, News Channel 5 is on your side with all the information you need to know about the soaring cost of gasoline right now. Just log on to newsnet5.com for an up-to-date information on the price of gas, such as finding out how much it will cost to fill up in your neighborhood. That is newsnet5.com, and click on the On Your Side icon.
Tragedy in Baltimore's Inner Harbor tonight. Fierce wind and rain caused a water taxi to capsize. While 12 people have been rescued, others did not survive, and some passengers remain missing at this hour. ABC's Keith Garvin has all the new details as the story develops.
I was here for about...
Search crews in Baltimore's Inner Harbor changed their mission from one of rescue to one of recovery after 3 hours of searching. At that point, 3 people were still missing. A person pulled from the water was dead at a local hospital. Authorities say the water taxi had about 24 passengers on board when it capsized. With little daylight left, divers searched the accident site using thermal imaging to look for the victims.
All I seen was the bottom part of the boat. It was already capsized when I got here, but the Coast Guard and the fire department trying to get the people out of the water and bringing them in doing CPR.
Baltimore's Inner Harbor is one of the oldest and most popular seaports in the country. Water taxis are used to ferry thousands of visitors between points on the harbor that include the National Aquarium and Fort McHenry. Officials believe a storm packing heavy rain and strong winds is what caused the boat to overturn.
Weather is always a factor in any of the NTSB investigations, no matter what mode of travel, and certainly under today's weather conditions, it will be one of the key factors that we'll be looking at.
In fact, local meteorologists say a 55-mile-per-hour wind blew through the area just before the water taxi capsized.
Waterboat accident.
Officials say the vessel was equipped with life preservers, but passengers were not required to wear them. The boat was scheduled for a routine inspection on Monday. Keith Garvin, ABC News, Baltimore.
And the National Transportation Safety Board will investigate that accident.
A man accused in the death of a tomato-throwing prankster was found guilty. 58-year-old Marion Weaver was convicted of negligent homicide, which is a misdemeanor. A Holmes County Common Pleas judge sentenced Weaver to jail time already served and fined him $1,000. He has been in jail since September. 23-year-old Stephen Kime was shot and killed Labor Day. He had been participating in an annual Amish prank of throwing tomatoes at cars. Officials say after Weaver's car was hit, he returned to the area with a gun and shot and killed Kime. An Ohio man accused of lying about a highway shooting has been indicted. Richard Adams is charged with 1 felony count of inducing panic and making a false police report. Adams told investigators last month a bullet hit his father's minivan while he was driving. He indicated he was a victim of the highway sniper shooter, but later admitted he himself hit the van while target shooting. County officials say their response and investigation cost more than $5,000. Adams is currently out of jail on bond.
Local mosque members are expected to vote tomorrow on whether the imam can continue leading prayer there. Imam Fawaz Damra is accused of having ties to terrorists. He has pled innocent to a federal indictment. Some members of the mosque want him placed on leave while he defends himself, but Damra's lawyer has asked he be allowed to continue leading prayer until his trial. Well, for some of us, the thought of spending a half hour on the treadmill is daunting.
But some local people are hoping to stay on one for 24 hours, and this is their motivation. 9-year-old Joanna Bano has suffered from cancer for much of her young life. Her treatments and procedures have already cost her her sight. Today, a group of runners from Medina staging the first ever Medina Community Recreation Center Ultra Run. They're hoping to raise money for her by running on the treadmill for 24 straight hours. Runners say doing that is nothing compared to what Joanna must endure on a daily basis.
I've got Joanna's picture here in front of me. I saw that on the treadmill, and we got to meet her for the first time today. And believe me, what we're doing here is easy. What that brave little girl is doing, it's very hard. So we're going to do what we can for her.
We're doing it for Joanna, and met her this morning, and it makes it all worthwhile, you know.
You too can help Joanna's cause. For more information on the charity Ultra Run, call 330-721-6934. Calling that line can also give you information on making check donations at Fifth Third Bank for Joanna's medical treatment. And by the way, the runners started at noon, so only about 18 more hours to go.
And they will do it.
They will indeed for her. Well, she has been convicted in her stock trading trial. Now there is more fallout from Martha Stewart.
Coming up next on News Channel 5, details emerge about the future of her television show and what may lie ahead for the rest of her media empire.
And believe it or not, your debit card may be no good when it comes to buying gasoline. A News Channel 5 consumer story to save you money.
A not-so-friendly reminder of just what season it is out there. Clouds are locked in now. Will tomorrow sport snowflakes or rain? We'll have the details coming up in a forecast you don't want to miss. It's all coming up. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a new professional-grade Envoy, then all GMC has to say is no. No down payment. No security deposit. No first payment.
Have to endure it.
And something right out of the Jetsons, a robotic babysitter coming soon to a house near you.
Well, for a short time, we're going to have a break in the clouds, but then they come back and bring rain and snow with them by the morning hours as we drop to around 30. And that's only the beginning of your 5-day forecast. We'll have all the details coming up for you next.
You're watching Channel 3 News with Lydia Esparra and Scott Newell. Get updated news and weather
on the biggest sale of the season at
referred to as a all over Cleveland.
Why are you grabbing my microphone?
Even going after Disney World. Dirty Dining, only on 19 Action News. You'll peep.
or less. And right now, take advantage of free financing until 2007. No down payment and no interest until 2007. Better selection, better savings, better hurry. The 39-hour sale ends Monday at Sofa Express.
So you tell me what time perfectly, and then we'll, hello?
Tuesday, that'll work, I think. You can barely...
I don't know, it was so funny. Dating a network that doesn't always drop their calls. Yeah.
Do we think alike or what? Switch to Alltel today and get a wireless network you can count on guaranteed. A more reliable network?
You got that right.
Alltel. Local pub with a near record 38 health violations. News Channel 5's restaurant report showed just how bad it still was. Just a day after our report, the health department shut the place down.
We had to do something right away.
News Channel 5, always on your side. You're watching News Channel 5, on your side, with Leon Bibb and Lorna Barrett. Now, News Channel 5 at 11 continues.
New details tonight on the dramatic verdict in the Martha Stewart stock trading trial. Just one day after Stewart was found guilty on all counts, at least one TV station has dumped her syndicated show. Tonight, the New York Times reports a CBS affiliate in New York has pulled the plug on Martha Stewart Living. Now, other CBS stations may follow suit. Tonight, the future of the rest of her media empire, including her magazine, is unclear.
She's still elegant, she's still chic, she's still as creative as she ever was. The difficulty, of course, is that all of the trust that people place in a brand and place in a person like that has evaporated.
Martha Stewart is expected to be sentenced in June. She faces 20 years behind bars. Democratic presidential candidate John Kerry takes his campaign for the White House to Bush territory today. Leon is in the Satellite Center with details on that story and more. Leon.
Thank you, Lorna. John Kerry spoke today to a crowd of supporters in Houston and told them he believes Mr. Bush has left what Senator Kerry called a trail of broken promises. The Democratic candidate also called on President Bush to reimburse the families of U.S. soldiers for the sacrifices the soldiers have made. Texas is one of 4 states holding its Democratic primary Tuesday. It could be a month in the hospital for Attorney General John Ashcroft. He is in an intensive care unit with a severe case of pancreatitis. Doctors at a Washington, D.C. hospital say more time is needed to evaluate his condition and make a prognosis. Baseball legends like Pete Rose and Johnny Bench filled a Cincinnati church today to say goodbye to former Reds owner Marge Schott. The sometimes controversial Schott died Tuesday at age 75. Schott sold her share of the Reds in 1999, ending a stormy 15-year tenure. Marge Schott was perhaps most widely remembered for statements she made that many deemed racial and defensive, but she was also known for her philanthropy. Mother Nature in her fury. On the big island of Hawaii, scientists are mesmerized by the most recent activity from a volcano there. The 2-mile-long lava flow has traveled for miles. This sudden rush of lava is interesting because the volcano began erupting more than 20 years ago. And this may look like a typical teen fashion magazine, but look closer. publishers turned the New Testament of the Bible into a magazine. It is called Revolve, and it is published by the world's largest Christian publisher. Publishers say the goal of Revolve is to make the Bible more accessible for teenagers. And it appears to be working. Teenage girls are buying it in record numbers. Lorna?
All right, thanks, Leon. Well, thinking of adding some minutes to your cell phone contract or getting a new phone? Well, before you do, you'll want to know about a possible catch and why your debit card may not work at the gas station next time. News Channel 5's John Matarese has those stories so you don't waste your money.
One more reason not to let your bank account run down too low, you could end up running out of gas. That's right, gas in your car. The Wall Street Journal has revealed a little-known secret about debit cards. Most won't let you use a gas pump unless you have at least $35 in your account. Example, you have $30 in your checking account and you just want $10 worth of gasoline. The card won't authorize the fill-up. The reason is simple. It keeps you from buying more gas than you can pay for. My advice, never let your checking account get down to fumes anyway. It's too easy to get hit with overdraft fees. And from the Doesn't That Stink file, accidentally locking into a longer cell phone contract. Several viewers tell me they made a change in their cell phone plan, such as adding minutes, only to learn the company added 2 more years to their contract. So I say, doesn't that stink? Many wireless contracts have fine print that says any changes to a plan will result in a new service agreement. In English, that means 1 or 2 more years. My advice, ask questions before you change anything so you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
And John Matarese and Chris Caswell are Cleveland's only 2-reporter consumer team. If you have a consumer complaint, call the Troubleshooter hotline at 216-431-4357 or visit our consumer section on newsnet5.com.
He may be the new governor of California, but Arnold Schwarzenegger has not forgotten his roots. He is in Columbus for the annual Arnold Fitness Weekend. It is a bodybuilding and fitness expo that has been held in Ohio's capital city since 1989. It was through bodybuilding Arnold Schwarzenegger first found international fame. He has vowed to support the cause for life. The California governor began his Ohio visit by speaking at a fundraiser for another cause in which he believes, after-school programs.
I don't care how much money I lose, how much money I don't make, how many movies I don't make, because one thing I can tell you, that to go into school today and to help a little kid with the after-school program or with the reading or with the tutoring makes me feel much better than going down another red carpet of a movie premiere. That is great.
Activities at the Arnold Expo in Columbus include bodybuilding competitions, weightlifting, and arm wrestling. About 80,000 people are expected to muscle through the doors of the Columbus event.
Arnold's shaping up the nation.
I think he is.
Busy man. Well, what happened to that 70 degrees we enjoyed Friday? Where'd it go?
It went away as quickly as it came. It vanished. Here's A.J. Colby. He can maybe tell us what's going to be in store for tomorrow.
You know that phrase, reality bites? Well, this is a little taste of reality in March, and temperature-wise, we are right back around average for this time of the year. Looks like we could have another weather system clip us, literally, Alberta Clipper coming in. Right now, let's have a look at the 24-hour cloud parade. Yesterday's rainy and thundery weather. Now moving off the East Coast, we're kind of in between right now with a good deal of cloud cover across the Buckeye State. Here's the next system, and it's already pushing snow into parts of Wisconsin and rain down into western Illinois right now around the Quad Cities on north into southern Wisconsin around Madison. This whole package is shifting toward Ohio. Here's our 3-dimensional weather flight. Incidentally, full moon up there tonight. A few leaky moon rays may kind of squeak their way to the surface, but it looks like cloud cover will win out for the most part. Off in the distance, you can see out here our next system, and it is moving toward Ohio pretty rapidly now, but it looks like its leading edge of rain showers will be here tomorrow morning late. And then as the cold air wraps in behind the storm, the circulation is counterclockwise behind these things, will start to be, of course, driven by a more persistent northwest wind. This could result in some lake-enhanced snow late tomorrow night into Monday morning, 1 to 2 inches perhaps downwind of Lake Erie in the high ground east of the city. Just what everybody wanted to hear. Here's the leading edge of rain changing over to snow tomorrow night into Monday, and that is going to be confined along the lakeshore in the heavier amounts. We'll show you this on a topside view. First batch is rain. We'll mix it in with a little bit of rain-snow mix probably tomorrow night around 7, 8 o'clock, then changing to all snow around midnight into the early morning hours of Monday. Eventually, this is going to give up by Monday afternoon, but cloud cover will be plentiful. It's 40 degrees right now, wind chill 37. Yeah, we're talking about wind chill again. Humidity 73%, pressure 30.07 and on the rise with a west wind at 5 miles an hour. Have a look at some temperatures. 39 Lorraine right now in Cedar Point, Ashland University, Medina 41, Akron, Canton Airport, and Chesterland at 39 degrees. Other numbers, Burke Lakefront 42. Here's a good sign. The lake water temperature with our little warm spell yesterday is up to 36 degrees from 34 just yesterday, with our high of 53 today occurring shortly after midnight. 38 degrees actually this afternoon was our daytime low. We've actually leveled out since then, and here are the averages on the date with a record of 74 and -2 the record low. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:39. We'll set at 6:18. We're sitting at 70 inches of snow. We'd like to stay right there. Well, partly to mostly clear, chilly, and a full moon up there tonight. I think it's the full worm moon or the full crow moon. Down to 34. 44 tomorrow with snow developing in the afternoon, starting out as a brief period of rain, not snow. Then it'll mix, change to all snow Sunday night into Monday morning. 34, 37 on Tuesday. Another shot at seeing some snowflakes with another, yes, Alberta Clipper, but it's going to turn warmer behind that system. Look at Wednesday's high, close to 50, and a 42 on Thursday with rain and not snow. And the long-term computer models that we were looking at tonight are showing even warmer weather for the weekend and beyond. So
that sounds good.
I hope we can stick with that trend.
Maybe we're crawling out of winter one way or the other.
Scratching and clawing, yeah, literally.
Thanks, AJ. Well, could the Browns be playing musical quarterbacks?
Coming up next on News Channel 5, another offer for Tim Couch, but he might not be the only quarterback in the Browns' eye. John Chandler quarterbacks our sports coverage after we catch it and run for a while.
Coming soon to Macedonia.
Miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection and values. Hey, what's not to like?
A 5 on Your Side hidden camera investigation exposed a frightening security risk at over 200 area schools on Election Day. Now our report is triggering change.
We will look at our security policies. I will look at all of the policies that are connected to voting day.
It's what you expect from a news leader. News Channel 5, always on your side.
We're a part of your past. We grew up with you. It's a friendship that lasts. It's a feeling that's true. Everything we do it for you.
Choose from today's most exciting pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, each backed by our exclusive warranty. Celebrate our 100th anniversary at your local Spitzer Auto Store.
And now, here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Hi there.
Announcing the Lincoln Mercury Think Big sales event with just announced savings on every Lincoln and Mercury, including the award-winning Mercury Grand Marquis with 5-star safety and no charge leather seating, a $995 value. Add it all up, and Grand Marquis offers a total value of up to $4,495 during the Think Big sales event. See your Lincoln Mercury dealer and check out Lincoln Mercury at the Cleveland Auto Show.
Monday on Good Morning Cleveland, doctors say you should drink your milk because it might actually help you lose some weight. We'll tell you which people are affected. Also, do you like to dust? Americans come clean about cleaning the house. You're going to be surprised at the answers at 5 a.m.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too now or never, my love away.
Is Cleveland wasting millions trying to fix a health hazard? Tuesday at 11.
Well, last night's emotional win over New Orleans would have meant nothing for the Cavaliers if they came out flat tonight. Cavs out hot in the first, folks. They were shooting 17 of 28 for 39 points. Adrunas Ilgauskas solid in the paint. Z led the way with 29. LeBron James added 24. Huge down the stretch. Cavs hold tight, 106-97. More on this gigantic win coming up on Sports Saturday. As for the Browns, they welcome 6 free agents to Berea. No big names, but slightly bigger bucks maybe for Tim Couch. The team reportedly delivered a second proposal to the quarterback, upping the ante just a little bit. Wonder what Tim Couch was thinking yesterday when they got word that former 49er All-Pro Jeff Garcia toured Cleveland. There are rumors about a possible offer from the Browns to Garcia. Well, we spoke with his agent, Stephen Baker, to straighten this out. Baker said he'd neither confirm it nor deny it, but his client wouldn't mind suiting up in orange and brown.
It'd be great to play in front of 78,000 screaming Browns fans. So, you know, that's just one situation that this is a situation that I have to really look into.
The Browns have convinced Gerard Warren to restructure his contract. The defensive tackle heads into his 4th year, still trying to prove his worth as a first-round draft pick. Terms were not released, but it's ultimately less money for big money. Could Courtney Brown be next to restructure? Well, that's a point that we'll discuss coming up in minutes on the McDonald's Sports Saturday. In addition to heading into the locker room for reaction to the Cavs' big win over the Bucks, plus Kent State stumbling down the stretch to the NCAA tournament. We'll have your college hoops highlights and a look at Indians' #2 starter, Jason Davis. All that coming up in minutes on the McDonald's Sports Saturday. More football. Terrell Owens didn't want to be a 49er. Now he doesn't want to be a Raven. One day after being traded to Baltimore, the 4-time Pro Bowl wideout says his top choice was to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, he said he's not happy with the deal and plans to file a grievance. Stay tuned. We're back with more in a moment.
Need a chef to help you make shrimp at home? Then catch the Shrimp Spectacular at Perkins Restaurant. These shrimply delicious values start at just $6.99. There's a boatload of shrimp in our shrimp basket, a lovely bunch of coconut shrimp, spicy grilled Caribbean shrimp skewers, the shrimp trio, and more. And Perkins doesn't skimp on shrimp. So why cook at home when there's Perkins?
The greatest thing I see when I look from you to me is the beauty of it all. That however big or small, it's the differences that make life interesting.
Try McDonald's Filet-O-Fish and you'll taste the difference. Right now, get 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for only $3. 2 for $3, only at McDonald's.
McDonald's, I'm loving it.
It's true friendship, and to show it, a mock wedding between real-life friends, all for fun.
News Channel 5's Tracy Carlos has the story of the nursing home friendship.
The invitation, the cake, and even the ice sculpture. It certainly looks like the real thing, but it's not. It's a mock wedding at Suburban Pavilion, just entertainment for the residents.
The mock wedding came up, and a couple of the residents decided it would be a nice thing for the whole facility to get involved with.
Everyone played a role: bridesmaid, groomsmen, and of course the stars of the show. A bride, 60-year-old Annette Pine, who has never walked down the aisle before. So she enjoyed being the star in this pretend wedding.
Just a little jealous.
And the spry 86-year-old groom, John Locke, who is a real-life widower, who has now found a true friend in Annette.
Well, we've been friends for years, and since I've been here about 4 or 5 years.
They sealed that friendship with friendship rings.
With these rings, they represent a circle of friendship for life. I now pronounce you friends.
A mock wedding between real friends. Tracy Carlos, News Channel 5.
Oh, there's a real kiss there,
It
though.
looked like it may develop into more than friendship. That's how things get started. We wish them well, those two great friends.
That's it for News Channel 5 at 11.
We hope you'll join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Keep it on News Channel 5 and ABC. We'll talk tomorrow.
Soft Rock 102.1, WDOK, part of the News Channel 5 Radio Weather Network.